All righty. Well,
So,
good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's uh, rendition of the Leadership live stream. And this is a time where we will bring the different ministry leaders up from the church and talk about the goals for the year and their plans for the ministries in which they lead, but also just about serving within the church all together. And the hope is that each and every one of you all we'll learn a little bit more about the reasons why we do what we do at New Horizon, but also, man, if you are not participating or serving in any capacity, just about every one of our ministries that you can, just about not all, but many of them, will be taking these times. You can learn more about it, and prayerfully, you'll feel the itch to get involved. And so tonight we start out with the MVP of serving a New Horizon. Uh, Miss Yvonne Smith, we just call her Vaughn. Many of you all call her Sister Vaughn. I call her Big Red because she's the world's biggest U of L fan, and so
ooh, you having a
that's
time, ain't you?
that's what we got
Ooh,
here. And but we'll let her talk about herself in just a moment. Before we do, let me see who's out there. Just like on a Wednesday night, let's see
oh,
who's
okay.
chatting it up. And so, any of you all out there, go ahead, drop a line in the Facebook and YouTube chat and say hello, whomever you are, uh, so that we can say hello back. But then also, we're going to give you an opportunity. Let me go ahead and put it up on the screen. That if you have any questions, whether it is about the ministry that she's going to be talking about, or anything else that you just, maybe these conversations may stimulate a question in your mind, you can hit that chat line there and connect with us, and we can share with you those questions that are answers to those questions that's ahead. My wife said, "What up, Big Blue?" I don't know why she called you Big Blue. She know that it's Big Red.
Yeah. Say batty, batty.
Ah. All right, all right. Well, there we go. We see the chat starting to get going there. Hello, Sister Yvette. Good Sister Weaver. Good to see you. Your big sissy's in there. I call her Bumpy Johnson. Sister Phyllis, hello, hello.
Okay.
Sister Frida's in there. Hello. Glad to see you guys. That's in Facebook. Let's hop on over to YouTube and see who's there. We got Sister TJ. Hello. Deacon Anderson. Tata says hello. And so we're good. We're good. What's going on in the on the streams? And so I'm glad that you all are there. So of course, as you're there, if you got any questions again, as we're talking to Sister Vaughn, or just about the ministry, about serving a New Horizon, especially as we're making our way to this Sunday, it's a big day for us. It is Super Goal Sunday. And that's part of the reason why we are doing this is we're going to gather together on Sunday, and we are going to list our goals, and we're going to come together and pray and ask God's blessings over the goals that we feel like He has placed on our heart. And so let me again share with you, as you are thinking about what you're going to plan for on Sunday, remember these goals that you have. What we're asking, what we're trusting is that you make sure that these are our faith filled goals, and that means that if you feel like it is something that can be done without the help of God, then chances are your goal is too small. You want your goal to be a God sized goal, a goal that cannot be accomplished without the hand of God intervening and being a part of what you are doing. So keep that in mind as you are planning for this weekend to lay those goals out. That's the intention that we have. We want it to be big, audacious, and absolutely great. All right. So that's part of the reason why we're here as well, prepping for Super Bowl Sunday. But these conversations will continue next week as well on Tuesday and Thursday. We'll have a few extra days, a couple extra days rather, of this. All right, Bishop Smith, we see him there. Hey, Bishop. And I'm sure the original First Lady's there. Hello to you both as well. And let's get it going. Sister Rosalind is there on YouTube. Hello. All right. So, Sister Vine, MVP, Big Red. So,
Oh, my
all right, let's
goodness.
first just talk about just serving. Anybody who's been at the church for any length of time will see you just going. They see you just a little hands a little bit of everywhere. How long has that been you like serving in that
Oh,
field?
whew. I guess it's 90.
Since 90,
Uh-huh.
nineteen
Down on
nineties.
Elliott.
Is that when you joined the church?
Uh-huh.
In
90,
1990.
91.
Okay,
Huh?
okay. So
Yeah.
yes, you've been there right around at this point. What? Goodness, almost 35 years.
Whew. Okay. You'd have to put it out there like
That's
that.
good times. That's good times. Yeah,
Okay.
35. I came in '89, so
Okay.
yeah, I was baptized. I came in '89, but I think I joined in '90 as well. I was baptized in January of 1990.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, right there in the floor.
Right in, yeah,
27th
the
Street.
floor.
Yeah.
Ice cold.
Yes, indeed. Stepped in the water. Okay,
Yeah.
so right around night, so you stepped in
Okay.
the door serving.
Well, actually, I might have been there a couple years before that and then
Okay,
joined.
and then officially
Maybe
joined.
a year. It wasn't that long before I joined because
Okay,
I had started coming because Mama was down there every day. And I
yeah,
was like, "Ooh, wait a minute, let me see what's going on down here."
yeah,
Then here I
yeah.
am
Okay, so
every day, every
your
day. So
your mom
yeah,
brought you in, huh?
yeah, put
Okay,
it right on through.
yes,
Yeah,
indeed, yes, indeed. Okay, so did you start out in the ushers ministry? Was
yeah, with El Commandant Fannie Taylor.
what do you call her?
Man, yeah. So
Yeah,
that's her and Sister Rose.
her and Sister Rose. That's right. That's
Yeah, they
right.
they kind of
Okay,
guided me through. Yeah,
got
the
you.
do's and don'ts.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
from the moment that you've been serving, you've been in that ministry. So
yeah. That was
yeah,
it.
so
That was it.
35 years of ushering.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, you are the usher extraordinaire then.
No, Fanny is.
Fanny, Fanny
Yeah.
is. We got to get Sister
Sure
Fanny. And I
can't
told
leave
you,
that one now, Lord.
I remember 27th Street when we had the youth choir, the ensembles, and this is back
Yeah.
in the day when we would march in the
Uh-huh.
choir to sing, and Fanny would come by with her paper, and we had to spit our
Get your
gum
bubble
and
gum.
candy out. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And so you just knew it.
Yeah, get all your goodies.
If you had candy, you had to swallow it before Sister Fanny showed up, or else you was losing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That
yeah,
was her.
that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
All right, so tell
Yeah.
me about ushering. What is it that you've been doing it for 35 years? So you clearly you enjoy it because I can't
Yeah.
see you suffering for 35 years doing it. What do you enjoy about it?
Uh, just greeting people.
Okay, okay,
Just making sure people comfortable when they come in.
yeah,
You know, you go so many different places, and when you come in church, you want something different. So,
hmm
as far as greeting people, you don't look at them. Just show them the love that you would want shown, and be happy doing it.
okay,
Cause yeah, you gotta be happy in doing it, and I enjoy it. So
yeah,
just yeah, just making people try to make them feel good when they come in.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, so um when somebody's coming in and let's just say for instance they've had a rough week, you want them to come in and feel the love, feel welcome, so that they can kind of
yeah.
lay themselves down. That's excellent. That's excellent there. Um, what what about life led you to that? Is that how Sister Fanny and Sister
Uh,
Rose taught you, or was there something that led you to that?
well, I don't know, because when I was coming up, it was I always wanted to help somebody.
Okay.
Just had that kind of thing. Like the little kids on the street, I did a barber shop, cut
Okay.
hair, put curls in. We used to steal food out of the pantry, feed the little kids down the street, stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
always trying to do something for somebody. So,
So now you said you used to steal food out of the pantry and give to the kids
yeah,
from the
me and
church.
this guy named Pete.
You would-
Yeah, he hit his pantry and I hit ours. So it wasn't much, like chili mix in a can.
yeah,
They
yeah.
was glad to
Oh,
get it though,
you
so
talking about from home, the home
yeah.
pantry? Got you.
Oh, no, not in the grocery store,
Well,
man.
you said pantry. I didn't know if it was like the church food pantry or something.
Oh, no,
I was
no,
looking
I
for
definitely ain't
clarity.
taking nothing out of there. That's jinky. Yeah, that's too jinky there. So,
Yeah,
nah, but
okay.
yeah,
Now for your food
out of our
pantry.
little pantry at
All
home.
right, Mama Tensi, you hear
Yeah,
her from heaven. Your baby's still
yeah,
food at the house. That's good though.
yeah.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
yeah, that's about it.
One of the continuous compliments that we get with guests, because whenever somebody invites somebody to church, one of the things that we try to do is ask them, like, "Hey, did your guests enjoy themselves? And what did they say?" And one of the things that we regularly hear is, "From the moment that I walked through the door, I felt welcomed." And of course, we know that begins with the usher ministry. Like
Yeah,
it's been consistent, that people. So what you are attempting to do, it's working, because people, they just say they feel welcome from day one in getting in there. And so, but thinking about the usher ministry itself, if there's somebody maybe listening, they have not served in the church currently. Why would somebody want to be an usher? What is something about ushering that people maybe don't know or don't think
'cause,
about?
well, just a good feeling to make somebody smile,
Okay.
uh, to give them a hug, uh, just to be kind of vulnerable to that person when they first come in,
Hmm.
because you don't know what folk going through. And, I hugged one woman one Sunday. She said, "Ooh, I needed that." Like, yeah,
Mm,
so,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's the little bitty stuff that we don't take, serious, but
Gotcha.
just them little bitty things, a smile. And
Mm,
if you like doing that, and then it benefits yourself because at the end of the day, you'll feel, you'll feel like, oh, I'll wait till next Sunday and we'll do it all over again.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it,
Yeah.
it does feel good and it's rewarding because you're doing something what God wants you to do. And,
Hmm.
you know, yeah, so that's why I like it so much.
I got you. Got you. So it's
Yeah.
that first touch. Um, excuse me. Of that people get and receive. Of that kind of sets the tone.
Yeah.
That's to be able to be an agent of love and transformation from the moment that they walk through the door. So
Right.
that's great. That's great. And I'm trying to think. I think I had one more thing about ushering itself. Well, let's move on. It'll come back to me. I don't want to stall and waste time. All right. So ushering is just one thing that you do, um, but you do many other things in the church. Just popping by. I'm grateful you keep my office together. Thank you
Okay.
for
Tell
that.
everybody.
Oh my goodness, it's gratitude. I appreciate it. But I mean that's just one thing. Painting, Um, um, just you you're like I don't know. I was gonna call you like Terry's assistant, but you might be his boss. I don't know which one to actually call you, but
Yeah, Margie called me Terry Jr.
Terry Jr. Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah,
you
so it's
you
all
spend a
good. It's all
significant
fun though.
amount of of time just over serving, and a lot of times it's things that no one necessarily asks you to do. You just kind of take the initiative and do it yourself. Where does that come from?
Uh, I guess my dad, because he was hard on stuff, but you know, it was like if you seen something that need to be fixed or done,
Hmm.
just do it. Don't look for nobody else to do it. Just go on and do it
Yeah,
and get it done. And it's quicker and it's easier. That way you don't have to hear the no's. I'm tired. All this. So it's easier for me just to go on and get it done.
just to go on and get it
Yeah, pretty
done. Okay,
much.
okay. Well, I think there's still so it's I think there's more to it to just getting things done, though. I mean, that's probably the
Yeah,
easiest
I mean, you,
thing.
you gotta like what you're doing,
Okay.
because you end up helping somebody in the process,
Yeah.
or making something easier in the process for
Hmm.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Uh, just like just opening up a door for them to just go on in and
Yeah.
get going instead
Yes.
of having to have to do this little stuff, this over here. So it just makes it easier when you kind of go in and prepare for folk.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, because I'm a stickler for having stuff done right. So
Hmm.
I just say I'll go to get it, and you know, but I don't mind doing it. So it's
Yeah.
just a blessing because God blessed me in the process of being around good people and
Hmm.
just being able to help folk when
Yeah.
they need it, when they
Yeah.
need it the most. So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah,
Would you say that because you've mentioned it a number of times that serving in a church, yes, it's oftentimes for other people, but it ministers to you as well by serving.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because if like through all the Bible studies and stuff like that, and fasting, and it just you know who you doing it for. It's
Okay.
for the Lord. It's not for anybody in the church. It's
Hmm.
if you do a good job for Him,
Hmm.
and I mean it just makes you feel good because you doing it for the right reason.
Gotcha.
It don't take a lot of effort because as much as God's done for me, it's just easy for
Yeah.
me to do that kind of stuff for Him. So,
Absolutely.
and just to make it look good.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay. Gotcha. So, what would you say to the person who who hasn't found a way to plug in yet, who isn't serving? Like, what would you say to them?
Well, first I found out, what you like doing. Are you a happy person, sad person?
Hmm.
You need motivated? You know, just ask them stuff like that. If you need to be motivated, some people need to be motivated, then they run on with it.
Okay.
Some people have to be kind of coerced a little bit.
Yeah.
But I figure if you do everything with a smile and laughter, and just greet that person in that kind of aspect, you'll find out who they are.
Gotcha.
Because some people that deal with people on a daily basis,
Hmm.
they probably running into all kind of folk, but when you run into the good folk, you be like, ah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's more of that in the church. And then you just keep on, and God will bless you as you keep going and keep trying and keep doing. So I would just say that let God use you in whatever you got your heart set on doing. If
Okay.
it's greeting or just helping. You see
Hmm.
somebody that's can't hardly walk real good, just escort them in.
Yeah.
Just to be kind,
Yeah.
you know. And most people are kind in general, but the roughness of the world kind of
Yeah.
makes you kind
Absolutely.
of coarse.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, I would just ask them. I said, "Hey," I said, you a happy person, and be laughing at the same time because that's my makeup. I ain't got no choice on that one. So,
Right.
but
Right. Right.
most of the time when you come to people in a happy manner, they feel it, so
Yeah.
they'll bring it back to you. So,
That's right. That's right. You give them
yeah.
that
So,
energy. Okay. All right. Last question. If somebody is that happy person, they're joyful, and all that, and they say, "Okay, I want to be an usher." How do they get involved?
just let me know, and we'll put you right on the door.
Put you right
Ask
on
Miss
the door.
Sheila. Yeah, Miss Sheila. She said, "Oh, I think I'd like to usher." I said, "Okay, next Sunday we can be right."
Yeah. Uh oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
But
that's
yeah,
good.
we just try to get them in there and get going.
Great.
Cause
Great.
see, it's so easy to change your mind if
Hmm.
you wait and set a time for this, time for that,
Yeah.
and if you just, you know, if you here, let's go.
Yeah.
And you just, and it's not that you're doing nothing, but you can just stand on the door and get the feel of everything. And then most of the time when you've been sitting in church, you see everything that's going on anyway. See
Right.
what they doing with the Kleenex, this, and that, and the other. So
Hmm. Okay.
it's,
Well,
get them out there.
all right. Well, you guys heard it. If you can put a smile on your face and you like to put a smile on other people's faces, the ushers are not church bouncers. That's not what they are. They
No,
are they they are the first touch of love that people should and will experience when they walk through the doors of the church. And so, if that's something that you like to do, make sure that you holler at Sister Vaughn so she can put you to work immediately.
yeah.
Immediately, yeah. She's not gonna waste your time. You're gonna be there, and so we love to have you all more if possible. And here's one of the myths, and I'll just kind of make sure I mention this as each of the interviews. There's always this idea that there's enough people serving. There's not.
No,
There's not. Just because you see people in place don't mean that there's enough. There's always additional room for additional
always.
people
Yeah,
because oftentimes it's the same people doing so repeatedly because they need extra help. And so I'm sure
yeah.
there's a couple of ushers that wouldn't mind having at least a Sunday off.
Have a little break. Yeah,
so so it would be great of you if you wouldn't mind, whomever you are, just see Sister Vaughn, just run an attacker on Sunday, and
yeah, pretty much.
and she get you plugged in. All right. Well, listen, I thank you so much for your time, and
Okay.
you got anything else you want to say before we let you go?
No. How do I stay on here?
Well, here you got to hang up. You just got to now. You got to go to either Facebook or YouTube and watch the rest. Uh,
Oh, okay, okay. That's
not
what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, not
Okay.
unless you want to talk about the man ministry too.
No, 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 no. I'm good. I'm good.
You
So
good?
just
You
like
good too?
Bible study.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're
Okay.
on the same
All right.
settings. Just catch us
All
there.
right.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining me.
All
Thank you.
right.
Talk to you a little bit. Big Red.
Is that a blue shirt you wore? Thank you
uh,
so much.
this is Jing.
No,
It's
that's
Jing.
blue, and
They
I
actually
appreciate you.
they call
I
they call
appreciate
this
you.
denim. Is what it's called, denim.
Denim blue.
No,
Denim
no,
don't come in red.
that's
Okay,
yes,
you
it
burning the
does.
clock. You burning the clock.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
listen.
Love
Bye.
y'all.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
All right, all right, cool. That's Sister Vine. So again, man, hopefully somebody out there wants to get plugged in, get involved with the ushers. We'll look forward to it. So I see you guys still in the chat, chatting it up. Let me check real quickly before our next team hops in. We got one more interview, so hang in with us. So I see you all out there. Okay, I see Sister Gilbert. She's there with us again. Sister Cornelia, she's popped in. Okay, I see y'all talking over on YouTube. Let's see who else we got here. Okay, oh, the Sister Jerry, not Frida, with Frida. So see her there. She's watching with the daughter. They're watching together. I didn't know she wanted me to share her news, so I won't put it out there. So we're glad you guys are streaming with us and watching together as we talk about leadership again. Um, the philosophy that I hope that you all begin to grasp as we have these conversations, and what I want you to know is that New Horizon, we're a church of shared leadership. One of the things that I was getting Yvonne to speak to is that the serving that she does. When I mentioned that she does a lot of things without having been asked, it's not just to say like, "Hey, she just does so much" per se, but it's about the fact to point to that she's not the only one. There are many other ones who take ownership of the church. Like it is not my church. It's not Bishop's church. It's our church. It's ours, us together. And so the involvement that she has really stems from the fact that she loves her church and is committed to serving a church. And so, if that's you, man, pick up, plug in, get involved as best as you can, as we are learning to apply what we learn about God to how we serve God as well. And so let's get plugged in. That's the whole idea behind Together We Rise. We rise together, restoring. Everything is about togetherness. Let's do it together. And so that's a beautiful thing. I'm grateful to her and for everyone else who serves in the various capacities. And um, yeah, so we are we're waiting here again. Got our next crew. Should be dialing in a moment. Don't forget, if you have any questions as well, you can just shoot it to the number right there to the text line, and we'll respond and answer your questions, of course, so that we can hear from you or you can hear from us. So please don't hesitate to drop a question or a comment or something that you might want us to know as we are continuing on with these interviews and moving forward. And so, uh, well, let's see here. Still checking you guys out as we're waiting. Hope everybody has had a great day. Says she's trying to get in. Hold on. Let me send them their link again. Y'all bear with me. Sorry, we're trying a little bit of a new technology. Rather than doing it on Zoom, this is part of the program that we use for streaming. So things work a little bit different than usual. So there's always a little bit of a learning curve, and so we're working it. So let me see what we got here. So yes, we do have the best ushers in the world. It's okay to share my news. I will see my sister Saturday. That's right. Okay, well, sister, so she went. Um, here they come. She went and got a new hip today. So she went to the hip doctor and bought her a new hip, and they put it in. So we're looking forward to her running around the church here really soon, showing off her new hip. So we're glad that everything went well though in surgery, and that she's doing well. So that is her news. That I'm glad that we're able to share, and I'm glad that everything came out well. All right, we got one of our people here. Let me bring her on in, Sister Lynn. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, you know what? I got to unlock my screen here. There we go. Boom. All right. And then
I just got off work.
Oh, okay. Well, you're pushing it, huh? All right, all right. Well, glad that you pushed it. That you can join us.
Yes.
So, and then hopefully, Sister Yvonne, Sister Monica can get in here as well. So I don't know if maybe I sent you all the link from the other day, and that maybe it's different, perhaps. So I don't know.
Well, I was able to click on it.
Okay. Well, the one that I sent earlier when you all said you couldn't get in, I'm thinking maybe it had refreshed, and so so hopefully that wasn't the case. But we'll see. But we'll give her a couple more moments. How's your day been? Just getting in from work?
Very well. I work from home. I have two jobs, but my main job, I work from home. I work for cancer patients, so it's been a trying time trying to get this this medicine I work for the manufacturer of the medicine, and I'm a case manager helping patients get the medicine. And it's a really expensive medication, and there's different processes in it. I've been kind of aggravated. I've been talking to God a lot here lately because these people need their medicine, and people are just not doing their job, which keeps me from doing mine. Trying to get it's just crazy. So today I was like,
yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, well,
yeah, this one lady, she hasn't been on the medicines for over a month, and the medicine is for kidney, liver, thyroid cancer.
Okay.
She has not had the medicine for over a month, and it should not have been this way. I was so frustrated today. It's just anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's a lot. We'll make sure that that's heavy lifting dealing with people with chronic illnesses, and so we'll keep you lifted in prayer.
Thank you.
In that, dealing with them. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Let me see. Check with her again.
Okay. Yeah.
You all bear with us a little bit, please. Just technology. My wife says hi, Lynn, by the way.
Hey.
Okay, so it's waiting
for the host, it says.
For host. Okay. Well, I'm here.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because I ended up sending the link to my email where I can use my laptop.
Gotcha.
And I just clicked on it and it popped up.
Okay. I don't know why it's saying it's waiting on me. We're here.
She has. Oh, let me shut up. Never mind. I think you have it too, Apple.
Oh no, there's never a problem with Apple. Yes, there's never a problem.
Well, I have Android, so I was able to get on.
Oh, here she comes. Here she is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't no problem. No problem with the Apple at all. Yeah. She tried to make a joke saying something about your MacBook, Monica, and I was letting her know it ain't a problem with Apple.
I heard her because I've got multiple laptops open over here.
That's right. All right, one of y'all mute your computers or phones, whatever. All right. TJ talking about it's not Apple. That's right. It ain't Apple. Thank you. Thank you. In the chat line,
to slide it in there. You usually say something about Android, so I thought I'd try.
Yeah, no, she's in now. It's a little bit delayed, so we are ready to go. So, all right. Well, hello to Team Manna. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. And you guys will actually be the first kind of in line for what we are planning to do, because the first interview was introducing a new ministry. The second that we just did, Yvonne wasn't there for the planning session, and so she didn't set goals, and so you guys are like the kind of like the official beginning as we talk about goals the way that we were intending to with this, and so congratulations, you're the first. You're the first there. So all right, so we are working our way to Super Bowl Sunday again. This upcoming Sunday, where we're going to start praying and asking God for how He wants to lead us into accomplishing some things in this year and this season. And so we're gonna pause and pray. Ask everybody to put their personal goals up, and then we will fast for 14 days following that, just trusting God that He will answer our prayers. And so that's kind of what we are leading up to with this discussion. But first, let's kind of, just in case, I don't know, there could be some people on the stream who don't know you all. So y'all take a moment and just introduce yourselves.
Okay. I go first, I guess. I'm Lynn Smith. Everyone probably knows me as I'm Von's niece, the crazy lady who run around the church.
Who was just on with us just before y'all, matter of fact.
Yeah. My family's been a part of this church for a long time. I've been a member since I was 14. So it's been a minute. And I think with the manna we started, has it been 2 years now, Monica? I think that we've been hustling doing this. So I'm very, very ecstatic about where we're going as a ministry and as a church. So I'm looking forward to getting this year going and helping as many people as we possibly can.
Awesome. All right, man. Reverend Mrs. Monica.
Don't do that. It's messing me up over there because I have me on screen on one side and then I'm looking over here.
Oh yeah. It's flipped.
So it is. But yeah, so my name is Monica. I'm not sure who all is on here. I have been with New Horizons since 22, if I'm thinking correctly. I was led there. A friend was coming to speak. Your friend, Mac, was coming to speak and invited me. And so, and from that moment, you used the word that captured me, and that was the word growth. And actually the phrase growth groups. And I've been coming since. I didn't, I was very comfortable behind my laptop after COVID.
Yeah.
And, and so I've worked for churches, many different types of, many denominations, many sizes. I've been in community most of my adult work life. And so the ministry of New Horizon truly fits me. And I say now, and I tell people now, it is truly my new horizon.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And so, because you gather things along the way, and some of the things you don't necessarily need to be holding on to. And so, New Horizon has turned a light on some of the things I was holding on to. The manna ministry is a part of who I am. And so, I was just telling the story the other day. I was in new members class, and you asked the leaders to stand up, and I stood up, but I was in new members class, and that just messed me up.
Yeah.
but it confirmed for me that God had led me there. So yeah.
Awesome.
And so that's Monica.
Okay. Well, you guys have both brought it up, so tell somebody, tell us all about the Man of Ministry. Like what? I'm trying to figure out, and I was thinking about this, like how it even came to be.
So for me,
wasn't it Brother Mitchell or me? Somebody. I thought they brought something up to you, Pastor. And then I think I said something, somebody, it just kind of, I don't know, happened. And we were all together. And I believe Brother Mitchell said something about having a group to help the homeless. And I know I was saying in one of our meetings, Miss Deborah and I was talking about tiny homes. I remember I was talking about wanting to build tiny homes for the homeless, and I think it went from there. And somehow, I think you called for us to stay after church one Sunday,
Oh, and
and
then
if we were
Monica
to
got
stay,
voted in as
then
least.
we voted Monica as the leader. Yeah. And then I told
I
her
still don't understand that. I still don't understand that. And I was sharing this with the same person that I was talking about how I landed at New Horizon.
Yeah.
That he said, whoever, you were in the pulpit, you said, whoever's interested, we're going to have a quick meeting after church.
Yeah.
And the first thing you said was, I'm not going to lead it. You all need to select a leader. Yeah. And I literally felt like everybody was looking at me. And in fact, Minister Anderson put her hand on my knee. And I looked at her and I said, you don't even know me. and I'm thinking, none of y'all know me.
Yeah.
And so here we are.
That's great. Yeah, I cannot remember it because when I go to sleep, I think my brain reboots and I forget 90% of what took place. So, so that is the story. I remember now. Yeah, and so that's beautiful. And so now we're 2 years in.
Yeah.
And just looking at the numbers, thinking about the numbers, Monica, that you sent for just this what took place in 24. I shared. I combined, of course. For those of you all don't know, when I shared there was over 1,600 meals. Those meals were given out and delivered in 2 different ways, and so. But nevertheless, the numbers ring true, and so many of the cozy care packages that have been given out, and the thing. The building is still running over with clothes. We've got clothes. We've got clothes upstairs, just bags thrown. I am certainly grateful for the work, but I am New Horizon. I am so impressed with the generosity of the church and a ministry to, and this is, I guess, really been a part of the DNA because going back to what we used to call the food ministry back in the day, which Monica finds out after she connects with St. John, that had already been in the history of New Horizon, going to St. John and picking up like just amazing. And so just that generosity that just continues to grow, and as now. Well, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Let's talk about your goals because I'll spill some of the beans, and it ain't my business to tell. So let's talk about the goals that the Man of Ministry has set for 2025. Let's dialogue a little bit about what you guys got. Both of y'all, by the way, looking with your heads turned like that remind me of like being on a screen with the men and there's a game on. That's what y'all look like there's a basketball game or a football game on because both y'all heads turn. And I want to ask who's playing? Like who's playing? That's normally what happens. Or if I'm in when I'm in class speaking, I got class tonight. I got to make sure I remember that.
Oh,
That 8:30. I don't start till 8:30.
okay.
But yeah, that's what it's like on class. When I'm on class and we're all all over, and you see somebody's head keep turning, and you can see. I'm like, oh yeah, they're watching the game during class. I see it. So anyway, not to bust y'all out, but what? Tell us about the goals.
So after, I'll start, and then Miss Leanne can fill in. But after, we had the leadership meeting, maybe the end of last year, December. Um Started thinking about. So then we had our team meeting, as we were preparing for our year end event where we pick up the folks and brought them to the church.
Yeah.
And um, when you think about the um, our uh, mission statement,
Hmm.
generosity without suspicion, and then when you think about the overall church goal of growing deeper and discipleship. So we had a conversation on what that looks like, what that would look like with manna, in the present form of how we've been doing it. So
Yeah.
just an update. Every other month we would go out. The month we didn't go out, um, we would give dollars towards the other community grassroots feeding ministry.
Hmm.
Um, but when you think about growing deeper, and how do we do that? Um, how does it talk about doing that in the Bible? What does that look like in the Bible? And the word that we all came up with was built strengthening relationships,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And so and building. Um, and so we came up with, so that's our theme for the
Yeah.
year. Would you agree, Miss
Yes.
Lynn?
Yeah.
Building
We want to go
relationships.
deeper.
Um,
Yeah, with the relationships that we
so
had.
yes, and so how do we do that better? How do we do that deeper? And so we talk through um, strategies. So
Okay.
ultimately, we have one goal
Hmm.
for the ministry, and that is to build relationships with the population that we say we want to serve.
Okay.
So that we can, yes, we're feeding the belly, we're feeding their stomach, but
Hmm.
when we think about what we're called to, not just as a ministry but as a church, um, the feed we don't always have that opportunity to do that in the moment when we're giving out food. And
Okay.
so we thought about different ways to do that. And so, Miss Lynn, you want to jump in?
Yeah, so we first of all we decided to stop doing the every other month. We wanted to do it every month, where we see they'll see us more. I think the every other month. I'm not saying they forget us, but I think if you're gonna build a relationship, you have to be seen. You have to be around
Yeah.
a
That's
person.
good.
You can't just do it every other month. So we feel like I mean, participating with their grassroots program was great, but with us going out every month, they'll know us. I mean, they already kind of know us when they see the van pull up, but like I just said, if we want to build lasting, deeper relationships with these people and with the organizations that they are affiliated with, or that they go to, they have to see us more. So we
Yeah.
wanted to do it every month, and I brought up another thing, and it may not happen right now, but I would love, and I've been researching, but I would love for us to have a food truck, Man of Ministry food truck, have it in our church's colors, where, because right now when we go out and we in the van, we have to all get out, go to the back, open the door, and then serve. I want a food truck where we can not only just serve when we go to one spot, but on some days when we can just ride around and we can stop right where someone is coming up the street and hand them food instead of having to find different places, different locations to stop at. I feel like we can flow better if we can able just hand out food from a window instead of having to stop, jump out, and all that stuff. So, that's why I would like. I'm trying to see if there's some kind of grant or something we can get. Maybe it won't happen this year, but I never know with God. So I'm just putting it out there.
I love that idea.
And it's big. It's big.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Like you said, God can do what He wants to do. We stand open. Our team is amazing, Pastor.
Yes.
Everyone on the team has a heart to serve.
Yeah.
And the other piece that Miss Lynn mentioned, the organization, another part of our strategy to grow deeper to build the relationships is to connect with the organizations that are serving this population of folks on a daily basis, and even seeing how we can support what they're doing.
Okay.
And that may open doors for us to be able to again build deeper relationships with the individuals. One of my favorite scriptures is Luke 5. I think it's Luke 5, where Jesus, they had been fishing all day and they come in and Jesus said, "Go back out, cast your net." And Master, we've been fishing all day, but nevertheless. And so they went back out, and there was such an abundance that they had to call their partners, and I think the word might say their friends in other boats. And so I say that to say that our impact is greater when we partner. We don't have to be the ones to do or to create new. So we've had conversation with 2 organizations. Recently found out that there's a church that's connected to a day shelter for women, that they're going to do a pilot family shelter.
Yeah.
And so I'm waiting actually for a phone call back from the Up Center, our contact with the Up Center, to get me connected to the leaders of this pilot, to see how we might be able to support what they're doing. And then that, again, relationships. It was as Jesus went and he knew all about the people, and he spent time with the disciples, and as Ms. said, getting to know us. They know us, but getting to know us. And additionally, just some of the folks that have been coming to the church are coming with a need that has caused us to step back and say, okay, how do we need to move? What is the Spirit, telling us in this, that I'm a capacity person.
Yeah.
Because I said to Miss Lynn, I don't know, we have the capacity to do some of the things that came up. But again, I was convicted, Pastor, when you said if you can do it by yourself without God, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. So to go deeper, it takes time. It takes resources, and so we're just organization. Another goal to build relationship is the single moms ministry that we open the doors to, and getting our clothes closet and maybe a food pantry in place, because one of several members on the Manna ministry also serve with the single moms.
Mm-hmm.
So they are off, making themselves available to be the one to open the space if anyone on those Thursdays have a need.
Okay.
Uh, and so, yeah, we need to do another follow up meeting, but just again another way to build deep relationships with individuals, get to know them, um, and I believe then we are modeling what Christ is calling us to do, and it also gives us permission to as you're building relationships,
Mm-hmm.
uh, to begin witnessing and speaking word over them, um, and then at the same time we're blessed.
Yes.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
that- that-
Yeah.
that every time we go out, we think we're going out. Miss Lynn, we think we're going out to do something great, and someone blesses us.
Blesses us. Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
pray for
Yeah.
you?
Right. Yeah. Pray for us. And we like, wait a minute, this
Come
is what
on.
we came.
Come on. Yes,
We came to
indeed.
pray for
Yes,
you.
indeed. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
So
And I
our
think
abundance.
also, I'm sorry, Monica.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, how when we go out, there's been times when some of the people we met have come to church. So I like that as
Yeah.
well, seeing people. So I think if we are seeing more and out there, and they see how just we lead with love, they are comfortable with that. They'll want to come more. I think the more we are seen, uh, the more people we can reach, and maybe have them, even if they don't come to our church, if they just go to church or start following Jesus,
Yeah.
I think we've done our job.
Well, I think one of the things as well, even them coming to church, with some of the recent laws that have been passed here locally, and Lord knows, with whatever may be coming down the pipe, that uh, that population, that marginalized populations are going to be targeted more and more here.
Yeah.
And so, with the Manna Ministry, with us being out there with them, building relationships, it also provides an opportunity for us to advocate for them, to fight for them as well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they're going to need somebody to help amplify their voices. And
Yes.
just because, it's going to get even tougher for them, which is sad to say. How much more can they take? But the current administration, both locally, we give due to pastor locally, and he's no more trustworthy than the guy is in Washington D.C. And so we've got to make sure that they are. What I love about you guys doing so is and building and being a little bit more consistent and frequent with them, is that if we've got to do some leg work to fight for them, for those who can't, we can hear their heart and know kind of what our marching orders are. So I love it. Yeah, yeah. So, well, y'all got. Go ahead. Anything else that y'all want to share? Anything, if somebody wants to be involved with the Manna Ministry. Um, I love the fact that although, well, I said one go, it's two, and those are two pretty audacious goals, I'd say. Because it's so easy for churches to function like a handout. Let me just give you something and go on about my business.
Right.
This is heavy lifting to build relationships. With the population, that it's not going to be easy to build relationships with them.
No.
Not at all. So just as people are listening, it's not going to be like you meeting somebody and shaking hand and y'all getting along. It's going to require time and effort above and beyond the typical to do so. So there's going to be some heavy lifting here. And then the food truck makes me happy. We got to see that come to fruition, and I could just see the food truck throughout the city. just blessing people. Come on. Come on. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
So
Because we'll be able to go out more, maybe more than once a month. We can probably do it twice a month, just, where we can reach more people and help more people. And they see us and they see our truck coming.
Yes, indeed. I love it. I love it. So, all right. So if there's somebody who wants to get involved, what do they need to do?
Contact Monica.
Contact Monica. So just like with Sister Yvonne, if you see her, just run up on her. Or either one of them, actually.
Yeah, either you guys see us at church. Come up to us, and ask how to be involved. Just give us your information, and we'll include you in our emails and our texts. Let you know when our next meeting is. I will say, since we are on here this Saturday after the women's meeting, which yay, I'm pumped about. Love a women's meeting. After the women's meeting, we are going to stay and put together some cozy care packages because we go out the next Saturday to do our thing. So we was going to organize because, like you had said earlier, we have clothes everywhere. And we was going to organize this Saturday, but since we have the women's meeting, we're just going to stay and do the cozy care packages. And then the last Saturday of the month, we're going to come out. We're going to do our organization that day.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I got to swim through clothes to get to the mail. It's just
no more clothes. Can I say that? So
we don't need any more clothes.
Calls on the donations because we do need to get order, and what we understand, and we try to we want to stress is that the population of people that we're serving, they don't have the ability, the capacity to hold things from one season to another.
Yeah.
And so we are trying to get our space organized in such a way that it is seasonal and that we can easily rotate things out, put them in bins, and then put out the next season. So we want to be able, in the summer, we want to be able to give short sleeve shirts and shorts or thin jackets or whatever, and then etc. As the seasons change, be able to change it out quickly. So pause on the donations, not the money.
Yeah,
not the money.
The clothing,
just the clothing donations. Absolutely.
Yes, just in that, I am amazed and grateful for the giving heart that are part of New Horizon. Truly grateful. And it's not, I don't get a sense that it's pulling teeth, right?
No. We've never had to beg for it. No,
never.
Right. Yeah.
And so I'm humbled, grateful at the same time. And what's even more amazing, if I just might say this and just toot the horn of New Horizon before we get off of here, we're a small congregation.
Yes.
Yeah. With a big heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And doing, God is using us to do big things, and it's good to, it's a blessing to be a part of it. My heart is that more would want to come and serve, and maybe not every month, but and you don't have to be a part of the core team.
That's right.
Planning to serve. Let me say that. So you can just show up on the Saturday that we're going to go out, if that works for you. But yeah.
Okay. Well, awesome. You guys heard it. So if you want to participate, they're flexible. However you want to serve, they be willing for you to connect. Also, whoever is listening and you have a food truck that you want to give us, we'll take it.
Yes.
We'll take it. Right now.
That part. Exactly.
Now. Put it out there. Yes. Don't ask if we want it. We want it. All right.
Yes.
We'll take it. Okay.
Definitely.
So we can keep expanding. And
Yes.
but I want to thank both of you for just your commitment to this, and for doing it well, doing it in excellence, and leading us in our efforts to serve that marginalized population. So thank y'all so much. We are better because of the Man of Ministry, and just learning to love people well, and
Yes.
expressing generosity without suspicion.
Without suspicion.
The
Yeah, we're
beauty of
getting
it.
getting t-shirts with that on it here soon. Right,
Come
Monica?
on, come on. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. All right. Well, listen, you all have a wonderful night. I got to get ready for class. And
Yes.
and so we're going to do that. And so thank y'all for y'all time. For those of you all watching, thank you for joining us. We hope to see everybody on Sunday for Super Bowl Sunday. Let's have a good time. Men, don't forget the Super Bowl party. No women invited. I didn't say it. The men did. Just want to put that out there. And so let's have a good time on this upcoming weekend. Go ahead. What you gonna say, Monica? What you gonna say? What you gonna say?
I was going to say haters. Haters.
I was going to keep that to myself. I was thinking it out as well, to be honest with you. I'm like, that's horrible.
Haters.
Crashing.
That's right. Let's just show up.
Just show up.
Just show up. Just show up. We'll put a sign up that says He-Man Woman Haters Club. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good night, okay?
You too.